Yo, it's your man's name from the mausoleum, reincarnated just as hard-headed. 80 young representing underhanded Indiana with the official King Juice triumph over Demise battle rap recap St. Louis shit. Yo, shout out to everybody who was at the event, you know what I mean? Shout out to my homeboy Grand Larceny Chauncey who held me down, you know what I'm talking about? But first battle was X Factor versus Tone. You know, before I get started, man, I was twisted, man. I drank like a pint of Hennessy within 35 minutes, man. Mixed with cherry cola and shit, but I was twisted, man. So I was running to the bathroom a lot, so a lot of parts of the battles I missed. So yeah, and still I'm gonna still give you what I know, you know what I mean? So first battle was X Factor versus Tone. I got X Factor edging that. Tone was doing his thing, you know what I mean? But like I said, I don't know if these battles is coming out on YouTube or not, but hey, it could go either way, man. It was a good ass battle, so I think I got X Factor edging it just because I'm more familiar with X Factor and the Tone was doing his thing, you know what I mean? Shout out to X Factor, shout out to Tone. Second battle was Just Juice versus B Magic. And B Magic, you already know how this one gonna be, you know what I mean? B Magic was just hitting with them punchlines and shit, just hurting that brother, man. Like killing him. And like shit Just Juice was saying really wasn't hitting, man. So it was sort of like B Magic holding Just Juice head and he's swinging and ain't hitting shit. You know what I mean? That's the way the battle was, man. It was like so after 2 rounds, B Magic is 2-0 winning, and somebody from Just Juice came back like they want to get rowdy and shit, and B Magic just on stage like, you know what I mean? Like really, like that's what y'all gonna do? So damn near security got involved and shit, so there was no third round. So B Magic 2-0, technical knockout. You know what I mean? Disqualification. You know what I mean? Due to Just Juice crew, his entourage or wherever wanting to turn up. So B Magic 2-0, third round disqualification due to interference from Just Juice crew. So, you know, that's the way it is, you know what I mean? Hey man, let's keep this shit hip hop, man. Bars. If you know what I mean? Tell your mans, hey, if I'm getting killed, man, don't turn up, man. Like, don't let this shit be the way, you know what I'm saying, that make shit debatable. Like having somebody turn up and then the battle's gonna end up being finished and shit. Cause you know what I mean? I came just to see B Magic kick some ass, you know what I'm talking about? So I missed 1 round of that shit. So yeah, I'm pissed off about that shit, man. 4.5 hours, man, and a speeding ticket, you know what I mean? In Illinois, it's 65 miles an hour. You know, Brother Cruz, a little bit harder than that, you know what I mean? So, you know what I mean? They deducted my money, you know what I'm saying? I don't like that shit. So, if I come to these events, man, I want to get my money's worth, man. Third battle was Hitman Holla versus Hoffa. Like I said, man, I was running back to the bathroom because I was fucking twisted, man. So, they both were doing their thing, man. So, I really can't even call no winner in that. Like, you know, Hitman got that performance. And Mav had them bars. But one thing I'll tell you was Hitman said some shit like he dragged motherfucking Mav Hoffa. So, you know, he did his shit, you know what I'm saying, on stage like he was dragging Mav Hoffa and shit. I remember that shit. That shit was hype. Got the crowd going crazy. And Mav Hoffa was like, him and Holla's father was at the event. And he said, "Yo, Big Gerald!" And Big Joe, obviously he didn't respond this time. And he said some shit like, I ain't think your punk ass would respond. So that shit was crazy, you know what I mean? That shit had me rolling, man. But like I said, man, I can't call that one, man. They were both going at it, you know what I mean? So it's whoever you like better, you know what I mean? But shout out to Hitman. Hitman was, you know what I'm saying? He was doing his thing, bro. I mean, top top performance, man. He was performing his ass off, man. And like I said, Meth held his own with the bars. So, like I said, from what I see, man, I couldn't call that one. So, I ain't got no winner for that. You know what I mean? Next battle, I believe was Old Red versus Young Ill. Man, one thing about Young Ill, man, I'm gonna keep it real, man. I don't know, man. He just seemed like something's missing, man. I've really never been a big Young Ill fan, man. Seemed like he got that look like he praying that he don't fuck up when he battle rapping, which he don't really fuck up much. You know what I mean? That card in Chicago, he was, you know what I'm saying, messing up, but he just got that look on his face like he praying he don't fuck up to me. You know what I mean? That's just me. You know what I mean? But shout out to Young Ill. So, but last night he wasn't on this shit, man. He was freestyling like all 3 rounds, and Red had rounds prepared for him. So somebody who got prepared rounds to somebody who's freestyling, the person who got the rounds prepared is gonna win. So you know what I mean? It's like anybody who's freestyling. After a while, you gonna put, you know what I'm saying, the shit you gotta rap ain't gonna really hit, ain't gonna connect. You know what I mean? You can't freestyle for 3 rounds and that shit be efficient. You know what I'm saying? That shit be hot. That shit kill your opponent. It just didn't work. Like his first round, Young Ill was talking about he's been going through some shit. I think he was bringing up the Chicago card when he went against Cortez. You know what I'm saying? People talking about that performance. He said some shit like he was suicidal. So like I said, you know, the story never got out what the hell was going on. It's some personal shit or whatever, but he keep throwing shit out there, so it's just like, well, fuck, man, why don't you just say what the fuck going on? Like, you saying that you suicidal and shit, like, was really good. So then, like, second round, he freestyling some more, and it's like people waiting on some ill shit to connect, and there ain't nothing connecting. Like, you know what I mean? So third round come around. So after the second round, somebody from Young Ill's camp try to turn up, start acting all, you know what I mean? Like taking it there, like, cause his man just ain't putting on for the city. So it's like he want to act up. So Young Ill tell his man's like, nah, chill. He holding his man's back, you know, fly fam and whatnot, holding his man's back. So then third round come around, and then people's just looking at Ill. He freestyling some more, and it's just like, ah, that's like everybody in the crowd on stage is like, not again. So after a while, motherfuckers in the crowd's like, boo, and Young Ill wanted to turn up. Well, who booing me? Who booing? You know. So cats from his family, Fly fam, is holding him back. So once they hold him back, he's still acting like he want to do something or something, jump in the crowd or turn up or whatnot. So they drag Young Ill off the stage. And then I was on stage, so I go backstage to see what's going on. Like the Fly fam took him into a dressing room, and they all shut the door and shit, and act like they was, you know what I'm saying, trying to calm him down and whatnot. So, shit. Yeah, I think Old Red went first. So I think all the rounds got out. And Young Ill was the last one to perform. And He just wasn't putting on, and you know what I'm saying, act like he wanted to jump in the crowd and whatnot. So he got drug off the stage and shit. So, you know what I'm saying? It's like cats ain't putting on, and then they want to resort to getting disqualified, turning up and shit. Come on, man. Like I said, I drove 4 hours, man. Got a speeding ticket, man. I ain't coming down here for that bullshit, man. Be professional, man. Motherfuckers is, you know what I'm saying, got love for this battle rap culture, but y'all fucking it up, man. You know what I mean? I don't know if y'all doing it because it was a local event, just King Juce, not Smack or whatever, but I don't know what the reason y'all was doing that shit for, but it ain't a good look regardless. So then the next battle is, I believe, is Swave Sevah versus Metta. So right before that battle, Young Ill come out and grab the mic and shit. And he like, yo, I'm sorry for my city. I apologize, man. Y'all see me in traffic? Man, I apologize to you, man. Let me know, and I'll apologize to you. So he made an apology and shit, but also during his last freestyle third round, he said it was his last battle, man. He said it was his last battle. I remember him rapping that shit, but I don't know if it's just some freestyle shit. He knew he wasn't performing that well, or that's what he said. You know what I'm saying? First round, he said he was suicidal. Second round, he said it was his last battle. And he was off in the dressing room with his people, acting like, you know what I'm saying? I don't know. So, and after he apologized to the fans, he gave that to, I guess, the person. He gave that to somebody in the crowd. I don't know if that was a person who he acted like he wanted to jump in the crowd for and fight or whatever, but I don't know. So Swave Sevah versus Metta. That was the next battle. And they were both going at each other, man. Actually, I got the glasses from that battle and shit. You know what I'm saying? I might put them on eBay starting at $100. You know what I'm saying? Put them up on auction or whatnot. Swave Sevah versus Metta glasses. Like, Metta pull out some glasses and was acting like they were Swave Sevahs and shit. Was rapping to them and shit. But I think uh, Swave was contact up. You know, he had his contacts in and whatnot. So yeah, no, that was some funny shit though. But it was a dead even battle, man. I think Swave Sevah edged the third round, so I got Swave getting it just by third round. But I think both rounds was damn near dead even. First two rounds were like dead even, but I think Swave edged the third, so I got that battle like just Swave winning the third, and the first two battles was kind of even to me. First two rounds, I mean. So the main event was Verb versus Cortez. Now, I'm gonna keep it real. I ain't that big of an Verb fan, but I seen him in Verb versus Hitman Holla, and I seen him in Chicago versus X Factor. This was Verb's best performance ever I've ever seen. Like, I became a fan of Verb yesterday. I mean, he was turned up, man. His shit was just hitting, man. All three rounds was accurate, man. So shout out to Verb. Shout out to Cortez too, man. Cortez had, he's out of towner. The shit was in St. Louis. But Cortez first two rounds was just as hard. You know what I mean? He wasn't getting as much as love for the shit being he was in St. Louis, but his first two rounds was killer too. So I got both rounds being damn near dead even. But third round, Averb's last round was more accurate. And I think like Cortez kind of just he his performance level went down. You know what I mean? He turned down. So it was just that last round that kind of, I think, like Cortez didn't put energy that he had from his first two rounds into his third. You know what I mean? It kind of just, you had people leaving and shit. You know what I mean? Because Cortez went last. So so after they heard Averb's last round, a lot of people's just leaving. So once you get that effect, and I think that affects the battle rapper. You know what I mean? So I think Cortez was rapping. He's just like, he's like, fuck it, I'm done with it. You know what I mean? But he had 3 rounds worth of, he had a full round worth of bars, but he just was just like, I'm done. You know what I mean? So just the way he ended it kind of was like, it wasn't a good look. It was kind of like he was done. You know what I mean? So it was like he kind of like, fuck this last round. So the first 2 rounds being dead even and Cortez doing that and his energy being turned down, I give it to Verb because just off the third round, I think Verb had a better third round. You know what I mean? But like I said, Verb's all around whole performance that night was just crazy, man. Like crazy, man. Verb ain't never had no battle this hot, man. And that's some real shit, man. That's some real shit. But yo, that's my recap, man. 80 on Underhanded Indiana, man. Shout out to St. Louis. Shout out to Ambassador. Shout out to everybody who was there, man. Show me love, whatever. Peace.